And we are live. Sorry.
Yay.
So we were live. So we were live with Simone earlier, but it looks like that we had some technical issues, and so we are starting over again. And so my name is Solange. I'm a digital business owner. I work full time in the banking industry. I'm a leader of church. I'm a leader of women at my church, and I've been doing this business for over 5 years now. And we really just wanted to come and share with you, what we are doing, in the digital space, and just to motivate you as well, to start your own online business. So I'm going to let Simone to present herself, who she is, and where she lives. So, by the way, I live in Montreal. So, yeah, go ahead, Simone.
So thank you, Coach Solange. So as you said, I'm Simone. I live here in Ottawa. So I'm in Canada's capital. I live,
Mhm.
and I am a mother. I'm a grandmother. I'm a wife, and of course, you know, currently, a past public servant. Served for many years in the public service, and
Uh-huh.
I'm just here, enjoying being a co-business owner with my husband, who basically is the one that discovered this business,
Uh-huh.
and we're
Okay.
here together working along with each other. And it's been great. It's a great experience, and we've been really enjoying doing
Mhm.
what we're doing, and just
Okay.
trusting the process and having fun as we go along. So that's
Okay.
basically it. That's it in a nutshell.
Okay. That's good. So, we wanted to share our whys, why we wanted to have additional income while we are working, or even, when you have a salary. And for myself, I just want to say that I've been looking for something for years. Because I realize that you cannot just rely on your job, your salary, because you're building the dream of someone else, basically.
That's right.
And I really had the opportunity back in 2020 when it was a pandemic, everything was closed, and I was at home. I had more time because I was not commuting anymore to go to work. And so I had a friend of mine at church that had started the business, and then she just told me, "Okay, I started something. Do you want to see it?" And I said, "Okay, yes, of course, because I've been looking for something." And so she said, "Okay, but you have to log into my funnel, and then you will see for yourself if whether it's something that you want to do." And so that's what I did. I checked her website, and I watched the free webinar, and this is where I found, other business owner that had started the business for a while. And I really love their story. It really motivated me, to move on with the business as well. And because what I saw were just people like me, like you and I, um,
Ordinary. Mhm.
and yes, ordinary people. And that's really, it really spoke to me. And I, right
Amen.
after the watching the webinar, I paid my 149. I didn't, hesitated. And so this is how I get started. So one of the many reason I wanted to have, additional income is was really mainly to put more money aside for my retirement. And I wanted to travel more because we are used to, with my mom, with my sister, nephew, and nieces. We are used to do, at least, one trip a year. But I wanted to do more because I really love traveling. Since a young age, I really love traveling. And so, to do that, you need more money. So, and really, this business has really enabled me to do that so far. And I wanted as well to have more money, of course, to fund my lifestyle, because I didn't want to be that kind of person that, that needs to, you know, um, I didn't want to miss anything from life. I want to live now, and get all the benefit of it, and as well, at that time as well, during the pandemic, we were lucky here in Canada. We were getting the CRB, the Canadian Revenue, help. But back in my country, home, people were having really difficulties, and
Wow.
this business has really enabled me to be able to give and to help them as well. And especially, when you have funerals, when you have birth, when you have what can I say, weddings, that extra money that I'm getting from the business is really helping me to do that. So yeah, these are some of the reasons I wanted to start a business. So what about you, Simone?
Yeah, as I said for myself, as I said earlier, I've always been in the corporate, and that's basically what I know. And
Mm-hmm.
that's also what I thought, that's the plan, that's the retirement, that's everything. And of course,
Yes.
until illness strikes, where I was no longer able to go back to the corporate work, I was no
Okay.
longer able to do. And,
Mm-hmm.
I said before, I wasn't necessarily looking for a business because that was never my mindset. Because you see,
Yeah.
I find it's the mindset is so important. When you can shift your mindset, so much things can happen for you, and so much
Yeah.
you can see things differently. Because after shifting my mindset, when I
Mm-hmm.
wasn't able to go back to that 9 to 5 as a result of my health, I
Okay.
wasn't looking for a business, because when my husband approached, I was like, no, I'm not doing
Mhm.
that.
Okay.
So for me, my why is definitely when I now shift my mindset, I realize the importance of building, generational wealth you spoke about earlier. Also
Mm-hmm.
having that stream of income, because we look and we see that inflation, cost of living, everything rises, but what doesn't really rise is the 9 to 5. That one income stream never rise. And for many
That's
of
true.
us, we might say we're okay, but we know that job security is not a thing. And I can speak of that because,
Mm-hmm.
as I said, I was in that 9 to 5 role where I thought I had 9 to 5, I had the pension, I had, you know everything was great. However,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
illness happened, and then of course you spoke about having that extended giving back to the community. I'm a giver, I'm someone who loves to give, and having that
Mm-hmm.
extra cushion to be able to give, and just able to service, to provide, to help others, because that's what we
Yeah.
do. We provide service, so it's not just about the money, because for some of us, we may not be making that money as yet. We know it's a gold mine, and we know will be able to make the money.
Yeah.
However, just the personal development is also
Oh
part of the
yeah.
reason for, because I've been out of the workforce, you could say, for a bit.
Uh-huh.
So
Okay.
enter into a place where you have, the support, and you have all of that, is also part of the reason for me, is to looking for a place, because I
Mm-hmm.
no longer was able to service in one area. So here I am. I'm able to look at multiple stream of income. I'm able to have that flexibility, in terms of
Mm-hmm.
my fate, my family, and my freedom.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm able to do all of that, So having that, I think, is the greatest, thing there is, in terms of the flexibility, the freedom, and just having that, peace of mind, and to be able to
Yeah.
spend more time with what really matters, which is the family. And
Yeah.
as I said, I'm a grandma now, so having more time with the
Mm-hmm.
grandkids and all of that. So it's
Yeah.
important for me as a wife, and building that generational wealth is so important. And you also, I want to just elaborate too, where you mentioned about creating something that's your own is so
Yes.
important, and
Yes.
especially in this time, I think that is very
Mm-hmm.
important. So that's part of my why. So flexibility, freedom, faith, and just having to be able to build that generational wealth is definitely
Yeah.
my number one reason.
Yeah. That's something I really love about love about talking about is related to generational wealth, because I realize that among, I can say, Black people, it's not that
Hmm.
much, not that many people that have that. And
No.
we do have that ability now to do that through
Right.
this online business. And it's
Right.
true. We have seen it. We have seen people who are really in debt, and through this business, they have been able to pay off their
Debt
debt,
free.
being able,
Debt free.
yeah,
Pay off their
yeah, to get
mortgages and all.
free. Yes,
Hmm.
and being able really to become millionaire. It's because it's really possible.
It
So
is.
that's what I love
Yes.
about this business, because it enables you really to dream big. You have to dream big, and
Right.
with God on your side, everything is
All things are
possible.
possible. All
Yeah,
things are
it's,
possible.
yeah,
And
and I
also,
think
it's
it's
so
really
important
has.
for the mindset. The
Yeah.
mindset, is that shift in the
Mhm,
mindset. Because, as I said
mhm,
before, I was never someone who was brought up in the business, having that business
mhm.
mindset. It was
Yeah.
always you were told to go to work, have your 9 to 5. First of all, go to
Mhm.
school, get that
Yeah.
degree, and then go to work and work all your life. But you can never pass down that 9 to 5 to your children,
Mhm.
children, children, to the generation.
No,
It's once you
exactly.
retire, it's retired. It stays. The job stays and you leave.
Yeah.
So
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah, and that's important what you're saying. I think that our community really need to realize that your job, you cannot leave it to your children's,
no, no
and
one.
but a wealth that you are building, you can leave it for them to start
Yes.
with something
Yes.
in, in their hands. Whereas, a job, yeah, like you said, after you leave it, after you retire, it stays there. Someone else is going to take your your role, and they keep moving on. And
That's it.
you have exchanged your time for salary, and then you have not built anything for yourself. So
Nothing. Nothing.
that's really
Because
important.
even
So,
after
yeah.
retirement, Coach Solange, after
Mhm.
retirement, you get a percentage of that income as a pension. You don't
Yeah.
get full salary
Mhm.
while you're on pension. So
I
that
know.
is also, and how many of us can actually live a
Yeah.
life that is comfortable, not even a very lavish life, but just a
Mhm, mhm.
comfortable life in a way
Yeah.
where you can say that percentage of your pension will be suffice or sufficient to carry you
Mhm.
through to live a comfortable life.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Okay. And then as well, so I know that sometimes people think that, when they see us like this online doing lives, they think that we have been doing this forever. But when you started, I mean, this business, so were you someone social media person, or were you tech savvy? So tell us a
No,
bit about this.
no, I was not tech savvy. I was not a media person. I'm still not a social media person. However,
Mhm.
you don't need to have experience in this business, and that's the beauty of the
Yeah.
one of the beauty about this. You don't have to
Mhm.
be tech savvy. You don't have to be a social media person, because you could even do faceless.
Yeah.
You
Exactly.
can have
Yeah.
faceless, content where you don't
Mhm.
have to necessarily show your face. So I was not social media. Like, I mean, I had always my Facebook, and I think it was only Facebook I might have had at that point. And,
Okay.
you know, I was never someone, because I consider myself to be very private, Coach Solange.
Mhm. Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah.
And
Me
that's,
too.
one of the reasons when my husband approached me about this, I said no. I kind of like, no, right away. So I was not, and I'm still, as I said, I don't consider myself tech savvy However,
Mhm.
what I can say to you is you don't need to be tech savvy. You don't need to have experience. You don't need a degree, because the kind of training and the community that we
Exactly.
have It's like we don't need to be any of that, because I came from a career where if my computer doesn't turn on, I call the tech person, come and turn the computer on.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't need to be tech savvy. So I was never tech
Yeah.
savvy. And even till this day, now I'm doing Canva, I'm doing
Mhm.
like TikTok, I'm doing Instagram, I'm doing all these stuff now. And I'm like,
Yeah.
whew, myself on the shoulder, because before my computer doesn't turn on, I will call the tech person to come and turn it on. That's
Okay.
where I came from in the corporate world. So
Yeah.
I would say to anyone who think you have to be tech savvy, and that's the beauty about this online, because you have the training like there, it's none other. Like it's like out of one of the best I've ever seen. And
That's true.
my background, Solange, is HR. Okay.
Okay.
And the
Yeah. Okay.
training, so I have done a lot of training over my time. And the
Uh-huh.
training I've seen in this space is, it's like one of the best.
Mhm.
Because the beauty about this training, it's a online training, and it's a training you go at your own pace. And it's set
Exactly.
up in a way where if you haven't unlocked a certain step, you cannot, and you will not move to the other. So it's a
Mhm.
flow. It's the easy flow for the beginner to the expert it's for everyone.
Mhm.
So you don't have to be, so I thought I would have had to be that.
Uh-huh.
If that's the question, yes, I thought they're going to want experience. And that's another thing I must say about this. There's no discrimination
Yeah.
in
Mhm.
terms of whether it, be where you are in
Age.
terms of your experience, or where you are in terms of your tech skills, or where you are in terms of your education, where you are in terms of your background, where you are in terms
Mhm.
of where you're from. Everyone is welcome. As long as you're
Yeah.
over the age of 18, you're welcome.
Yeah. Exactly. And
That's one of the things I admire. And everyone is equal.
mhm. Exactly. Yeah, you said it all. So that's true. I mean, that's what I love about this community,
Yeah.
because I'm traveling the world just through the community, For
Oh,
example, I
yes.
would have never met you if it wasn't because of one of the programs that you are doing together
There
within the
you go.
business,
There
you
you
see?
go.
And I'm in Montreal, you're in Ottawa, and that's what I love about
So
this, because yeah, I love it. It's really amazing. So
And you
for
meet long and
anyone, yeah,
lasting relationship. You meet not just people for a moment, but you meet long and lasting. You develop
mhm,
relationship over time
exactly, yeah,
from strangers, and even
yeah,
just communicating with the persons online,
mhm,
your potential leads, your potential customers, your potential, you know,
mhm,
business owners.
yeah,
You
yeah,
you just
mhm,
never know that stranger is becoming a friend. And that's the
exactly,
beauty also what I end.
mhm, yeah, 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 exactly. And so I wanted to mention something. People need to understand that the digital is not ready to disappear, right?
No.
Because I remember when I started in our community, we were 55,000. And you know what? Now we are over 275,000 member in our community. We are one of the biggest or largest.
55,000. Wow.
Yeah, yeah,
55,000. Oh,
55,000. Yeah, 5 years ago. And
wow.
so just to tell you that, I mean, anything being done online is not ready to disappear.
No.
And especially, I mean, we are one of the largest online community. And for our, you know that we have partnership with different companies. And for one of the companies, we are the number one, bringing about
Mhm.
$500 million of sales of revenue to that
Mhm.
company. So
That's it.
it tells you that, I mean, there's room for everyone. If you are really want someone who's looking to, fund your retirement, to have additional income, just to be able to give back to church, or to be able to help, around your community, help your family, leave a legacy to your children. This is really the business you should invest in. Not only you're investing in yourself, you're investing for the future of your children. You're investing for the future of your, how can I say that? Posterity. Do you say that in English? La posterity.
Your prosperity. Yeah. So you're
Your
investing. Yeah.
posterity. Yeah, the future. And so, what can you tell people who are still hesitating to invest in the online space? What can you tell them?
I would say to a person that, in this life, if there's no risk, there's no growth.
That's true.
If you're not willing to take risk, you're basically going to stay stuck. And
Yeah.
if you're willing to get up in the morning and go to your 9 to 5, or just even getting up and getting in your car to commute somewhere, that's a risk. So we all take risk in our lives. So you cannot say something will not work if you haven't tried.
Exactly.
So I would say to someone, if you're on the fence, because you see, time waits on no one. And I was there where you're standing or sitting right now, because I was very skeptical when it comes to the online space. I can tell you, I was very skeptical. So I would say to someone, do your due diligence.
Exactly. Yeah.
In doing so, do your homework, because this is a legitimate business. If you make money in the year, you're going to get your tax to do in Canada, we talk about T4 or your T4A or whatever. You're going to receive that. I see a lot of people are cheering in the community already. They receive their the ones for the US, or different person are receiving their documents as we speak right now, because it's that time of the year for most countries.
Yeah.
So do your due diligence is so important. And if you're thinking about it, follow the person. For example, Coach Solange, you see her, follow her journey. See myself, follow my journey. You see whoever you've seen. So do your due diligence, do your own check, do your research, follow the person's page, because I can tell you, if this wasn't a legitimate business, I wouldn't be here showing my face and talking about this, because I found something. And as one of our colleagues would always say, I found something good and I'm willing to share it with anyone and everyone, as long as you're over the age of 18. Doesn't matter the age, doesn't matter where you're from, because this is a global business. Yes, I am here in North America. You could be in India. You could be in Venezuela. We still welcome you, because this is a digital online business. So what I would say to anyone is, doing your due diligence, ask the question, do your own check. We have free webinar. We offer a free webinar weekly, and that's the live. You could always see the replay at any time, anywhere, anyhow. You could see the replay. So by doing your due diligence, information is power. It's knowledge is wealth. When you have knowledge and you're able to make the proper decision, the proper, with the proper information. So gather the information that you need, because you may not need it right now. And you're speaking to someone who's been there. As I said before, I was in the corporate for many years, thought I had it all planned out for retirement. And today, I am no longer there. You yourself, Solange, you're working your 9 to 5 while you're still building, creating generational wealth. So the example I'm trying to show here is that I may not be in the 9 to 5 world. You are still there. So you can you can have both ways. You could have either or. So do your due diligence, gather information as much as you need, and
Mhm.
basically just, take that first step. The first step is the hardest. Once you
Yeah,
take that first step, and not just taking the first
yeah,
step for faith believing people. You cannot say
yeah.
you have faith and you're not willing to take action, because faith without action is dead.
That, yeah,
Faith
definitely.
without action
Mhm.
is dead. So
Yeah.
if you're a faith believing person and you're not willing to take that first step, because Coach Solange and myself is not here to force anyone. We're just here to
Mhm.
provide the information, and it's up to you decision.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And
So
for
no.
anyone that, yeah, yeah, for anyone that's ready to go to the next step, I mean, really, the first step is really to enter your name and your email address into Simone's website or mine, and then watch a free webinar. And then, if you're really serious and you are curious, you want to know who we are working with, in which product we have invested, because I mean, it's a business. For sure, there's
Mhm.
something, either a service or product that you need to invest in. We have products, and so um, it's really for you to take the what I call the info kit. It's going to give you really the details about the business model, how we are being paid commissions, how we earn online, and the beautiful training that we have. Everything is going to be explained to you. Really for you to take um, a decision which is really a sound decision, let's say. You know, you
Yes.
will have, after doing your due diligence, that you will know exactly where you are putting your foot on. So, and
Mhm.
um, and then afterwards, so if you are happy with what you've seen, is going to be to take your coaching call with whichever coach that you will be assigned to. But what you need to know is that, I mean, if you are not happy with what you've seen in the info kit, no problem. You just ask for your refund. We'll be more than happy
Yeah.
to refund your money. We're not going to keep it, but at least you would have taken the information. You would have done your due diligence, and then you will know what we are doing. So we are really hoping that that you will join us, and we will still at the beginning of the year. That's really the right moment to invest in yourself. Don't wait until December of 2026 to start thinking. It's really now. Take action today, because tomorrow it's already late, I would say, even. So take action today, and I really hope that you will enjoy what we are enjoying now. So that's
That's
my
it.
word for now. And we I want to mention too that we want to work with people who are coachable, who are
Yes.
ready to learn, because there's a
Yes.
lot to learn.
Yes.
We want to work with people who are open-minded, um, and
Yes.
um, and then if you have all of those characteristics, that then you are the right candidate.
Yes.
And as well, if you have hunger for change, that's
That's it.
important too.
That's very
If you
important.
have a hunger for change, then yes, you are the right candidate. If you are just
Yeah.
curious, no, you really need to have all of those I've mentioned, and we'll be more than happy to work with you. So that's my word for tonight. I don't know if you want to add anything else, Simone, and before we
I
wrap
want
up.
to also just to extend on what you said about hunger for change, because change will
Okay.
only happen if we change.
Yeah.
Change can only
Okay.
come when we change,
Yeah.
because there will be no
Exactly.
change unless we change. So anger for change
Mm-hmm.
is definitely a
Yeah.
requirement, and you have to want that change bad enough where it's
Mm-hmm.
like having a dream where it wakes you up in the night. You get up and you're like,
Yeah.
whoa, yes,
Mm-hmm.
and it's something God has been speaking to you, speaking to your heart. And are
Yeah.
you willing to say yes to this?
Yeah.
And if you
Yeah.
that anger for that change, you definitely will be
Mhm.
coachable. You definitely will be ready when you
Yeah,
decided to take that first step. So
yeah,
for sure.
exactly. Okay. Okay, so you have heard us, and so I think we have said it all, and
Yes.
we'll see you next time in another business talk. I hope.
Yes.
Okay. Thank
So
you so
thank you
much,
guys very
everyone.
much.
Good night. Bye bye.
Good night. Bye.